Competition in the 200 free, the 100 breaststroke, the 100 fly, and the 400 IM. Going to start it off the C final heat of the women's 200 freestyle. Lane 1 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Claire Lippert. 2 for Aqua Jets, Carly Bixby. 3 for Carmel, Aaron Cummins. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Christina Pagel. 5 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Olivia Franum. 6 for Aqua Jets Swim Team, Avery Ludke. 7 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Molly Werner. And in lane 8 for Sioux Falls Swim Team, Gabrielle Arendt. Christina Pagel, Indiana Swim Club, turning here at the 100. 10075. Want to remind our AE finalists that they need to be at the ready at parade staging, which is kind of over here by the clerk of course table on the west side of the natatorium. Christina Pagel bringing it down. Franton lane 5, second position, and Pagel at the time, 2:06.28. Consolation final now, the women's 200 free. Lane 1 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Nora Kemp. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Elise Heiser. 3 for Cardinal Aquatics, Madison Luther. 4 for Club Wolverine, Claire Newman. 5 for Ohio State University, Paige Hall. 6 for Ohio State, Liberty Gilbert. 7 for Cardinal Aquatics, Madison Hall. And an 8 for Ohio State University, Meredith Mulring. Junior national cut time of the women's 200 freestyle, 2:04.29. The national cut, 2:01.79. Claire Newman, Club Wolverine, lane 4, leads the ladies down. She turns into 1:00.66. Head of Madison Hall, Cardinal in lane 7, 1:00.99. In third at the turn, Elise Heiser from Indiana Swim Club, lane 2 in a 1:01.03. Lise Heiser now to the front in lane 2, 133.88. Newman second, lane 4, 133.61. And third, Madison Luther, a Cardinal in lane 3. She turns at the 150, 133.71. And the field tightens up here as we come down to the finish. Liberty Gilbert in 6, Hall in 7. And touching first is Liberty Gilbert, Ohio State University, 204.90. Ladies, please clear the pool. As we now bring out our first championship final heat of the evening, the women's 200 freestyle. Let's make some noise here, ladies and gentlemen. And the lineup here, beginning in lane 1 for Ohio State University, Gwyneth Woodbury. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Alexander Ward. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Ella Ristic. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Anna Poplowski. 5 for Ohio State University, Amy Fulmer. 6 for Club Wolverine, Megan Glass. 7 for Wolverine, Octavia Lau. And an 8 for Club Wolverine, Catherine Shanley. The championship final heat in the women's 200 freestyle. Great heat here in our championship final of the women's 200 free. Lane 3, Ella Ristic, placed 11th at the Tier Pro Meet in San Antonio earlier this year. Anna Poplowski, lane 4, placed second in the 200-yard free at this year's Big Ten Conference Meet. And in lane 5, Amy Fulmer, she was the champion of the 200-yard free event at this year's Big Ten Conference Meet. Anna Poplowski out front. Lane 4 for Indiana Swim Club, 59.30. Second, Ella Ristic, Indiana Swim Club, 59.95. And Amy Fulmer of OSU, she turns to 100.22. Poplowski still out front as she turns 130.08 at the far end. Ristic second in lane 3, 130.73 with Amy Fulmer in lane 5, third to 131.52. Poplowski with a time this morning, 2:01.74. Better than national time standard in this event. She touches first in a time of 2:01.00. See final in the men's 200 free. Lane 1 for Rochester Swim Club, Jaden Edmondson. 2 for Barrington Swim Club, Rylan Anselm. 3 for Sioux Falls Swim Team, Matthew Sorby. 4 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Michael Long. 5 for Carmel, Greg Enoch. 6 for Schroeder YMCA, Jack Sullivan. 7 for Peoria Area Water Wizards, Joshua Knoll. And an 8 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Harrison Arnold. Junior National Cut time in the men's 200 free, 155.29. National Cut is a 151.29. Michael Long, Elmbrook Swim Club, in the lead at the 155.98, head of Matthew Sorby. Sioux Falls Swim Team in lane 3, 56.14. Greg Enoch of Carmel, third in lane 5, 56.20. Enoch now into the lead. As they head down here to the finish, he turned 124.69. Ed Sorby, second in lane 3, and Long, third in lane 4. Greg Enoch gonna better his time from this morning, 158.38 in an evening swim in this event at a 154.18. Greg Enoch, Carmel Swim Club. And now the Consolation Final in the men's 200 free. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, William Bensberg. 2 for Carmel, Aaron Shackle. 3 for Westerville Aquatic, Zachary Stump. Lane 4 for Club Wolverine, Juan Ceresa. 5 for Club Wolverine, Benz Sabatos. 6 for Club Wolverine, Yugo Sukakawa. 7 for Cardinal Aquatics, Michael Eastman. And 8 for Ohio State University, Nathan Hulte. Out front, lane 7, Michael Eastman, Cardinal Aquatics. He turns at the 153.88 ahead of Aaron Shackle of Carmel in lane 2 at a 54.37. And Juan Ceresa of Club Wolverine, third in lane 4, turns at the 155.01. Michael Eastman, Cardinal, making the turn in lane 7, 123.67. Ahead of Shackle in lane 2. Ceresa, third in lane 4, and fourth at the far end, Zachary Stump of Westerville Aquatic Club. Aaron Shackle trying to close the gap on Ceresa down here to the finish, but Juan Ceresa, Club Wolverine, takes the Consolation Final heat at a time of 152.96. Ladies and gentlemen, now bringing out the championship final heat in the men's 200 freestyle. In lane one, from Ohio State University, Jonathan Edwards. 2, swimming unattached, Carmel, Jacob Mitchell. 3 for Cardinal Aquatics, Aliyah Cybertsev. 4 for swimming unattached, Indiana Swim Club, Raphael Miroslav. 5 for Cardinal Aquatics is Merlo Satori. 6 swimming unattached, Michigan, Connor Hunt. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Brendan Burns, and 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Jacob Destrap. The championship final heat in a men's 200 free. Leading the way at the 50, Marislaw in lane 4, turning 25.41 ahead of Satori, Cardinal Aquatics, lane 5. Raphael here in lane 4, turning at the 100, 53.05. Brendan Burns, Indiana Swim Club, now second in lane 7, 53.78. And third is Murillo Satori of Cardinal in lane 5, 53.81. Raphael still leading the way at the 150, 120.79. Ahead of Satori in lane 5. Third, Brendan Burns. He's in lane 7. Murillo Satori, Cardinal Aquatics in lane 5 with a big finish there. He touches in a time of 148.19. C final in the women's 100 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Carmel, McKenna Lesky. 2 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Haley Johnson. 3 for Carmel, Lucy Enoch. 4 for Rochester Swim Club, Ava Gustafson. 5 for Aquajets, Ava Ullingham. 6 for Elmbrook, Ava Goodnow. 7 for Carmel, Alyssa Street. 8 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Willa Hayes. Junior national cut time in the women's 100 breaststroke, 1:13.29. The national cut time, 1:10.99. Ava Gustafson, Rochester Swim Club, 1:14.50. Consolation Final, women's 100 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Shorter YMCA, Victoria Brostowitz. 2 for Ohio State University, Reese Deheen. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Cabria Chapman. 4 for Southeastern Swim Club, Kennedy Fisher. 5 for Ohio State University, Eslyn Walsh. 6 for Carmel, Vivian Wilson. 7 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Olivia Swally. And 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Catherine Graham. Halfway through the Consolation Final heat. The women's 100 breaststroke, and Vivian Wilson from Carmel making the turn in a 34.19. Second is Deheen in lane 2, 34.29. Cabria Chapman getting up there at the end. Chapman touching first out of lane 3, representing Indiana Swim Club at a time of 1:12.38. Now bringing up the championship final heat of the women's 100 breaststroke. Here's how to line up in this one. Lane 1, swimming unattached Cardinal, Laura Wright. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Berna Crawford. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Noelle Poplowski. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Annie Laser. 5 for Ohio State University, Josephine Penitz. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Mackenzie Luce. Lane 7 for Ohio State University, Hannah Bach. And in lane 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Molly Sweeney. The championship final heat in women's 100 breaststroke. Got a great heat here. Lane 3, Noelle Poplowski, Big Ten finalist this year in the 100-yard breaststroke. Lane 4, Annie Laser. She was the bronze medalist in this event at the Tokyo Olympics. Recently placed second in this event at the Phillips 66 International Team Trials in Greensboro. Josephine Panitz in lane 5 placed 5th in the 100 breaststroke at this spring's Women's Big Ten Championship. And Annie Laser out front in lane 4. She turns in a 31.19 ahead of Panitz in lane 5, 32.28. And Noelle Poplawski third in lane 3 at a 33.07. Annie Laser getting on the wall at a time of 105.91. C final in the men's 100 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Carson Ricker. 2 for Westerville Aquatic, Cameron Frazier. 3 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Klein Brock. 4 for Southeastern Swim Club, Matthew Truxell. 5 for Lawrence Swim Team, Tristan Eckert. 6 for Carmel, Michael Gorey. 7 for Irish Aquatics, Colin Fleming. And an 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Sean Bannon. Setting up for the 50 turn, and out front, Michael Gorey, Carmel Swim Club in lane 6, 32.08. Second, Matthew Truxell in lane 4, 32.09. And third, Tristan Eckert, Lawrence Swim Team in lane 5. He turned into 32.34. Going to have a good finish here in the C final as these two lead swimmers going at it. Tristan Eckert, Lawrence Swim Team, touching first out of lane 5 in a 108.07. Consolation Final in men's 100 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Club Wolverine, Jared Daigle. 2 swimming unattached, Cardinal Joseph Gerberick. 3 for Aquajets, Michael Phillips. 4 for Cardinal Aquatics, Luke Scherz. In 5 for Ohio State University, Ian Mikesell. 6 for Ohio State, Nathan Hulte. 7 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Finland Nadell. And 8 for Ohio State University, Peter Krasinski. Leader at the 50 is Scherz of Cardinal, lane 4, 30.59. Ahead of Garberick in lane 2, 30.74. And third was Jared Daigle, representing Club Wolverine, lane 1, 31.08. Luke Scherz for Cardinal on lane 4, 104.44. Now bringing out the championship final heat in men's 100 breaststroke. In lane 1, swimming unattached EBSC, Lance Johnson. Lane 2 for Club Wolverine, Jack McCurdy. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Yusuf El Kamish. In 4 for Nassau Wildcat Aquatics, Atay Goldfaden. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Luke Barr. In 6 for Club Wolverine, Ansel Frace. 7 for Ohio State University, William Regan. And an 8 for Ohio State University, Carl Helmuth. The championship final heat of men's 100 breaststroke. Now commission lane 3, lots of international competition experience for him in breaststroke, representing his home country of Egypt. Lane 4, we got Atay Goldfaden. He was the SEC champion in the 100-yard breaststroke in 2020. And in lane 5, Luke Barr placed 18th in this event at the recent Phillips 66 International Team Trials in Greensboro. Goldfaden out front at a 28.75, ahead of Barr in lane 5. 29.77. Atay Goldfaden, Nassau Wildcats, 102.69. C final in the women's 100 butterfly. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Paige Hall. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Sydney Turner. 3 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Allison Bay. 4 for Carmel, Molly Sweeney. 5 swimming unattached Aquajet, Julia Bartel. 6 for Schroeder YMCA, Elena Berlin. 7 for Carmel Swim Club, McKenna Lesky. And 8 for Carmel, Aaron Cummins. Julia Bartel turns at the 50, 29.86, ahead of Berlin in lane 6, 30.27. Third, Allison Bay in lane 3 at a 30.46. Into the wall they come. Julia Bartel, swimming unattached Aquajet, 104.39. Consolation Final in women's 100 butterfly. Lane 1 for Carmel, Kira Thomas. 2 for Club Wolverine, Megan Glass. 3 for Ohio State University, Sarah Truchanik. 4 for Ohio State, Mackenzie DeWitt. 5 for Aqua Jets, Annabelle Wenzel. 6 for Club Wolverine, Octavia Lau. 7 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Ryan Russell. And in 8 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Audrey Olin. Truchanik leading the way in lane 3, 29-25 ahead of Mackenzie DeWitt, lane 4, 29-38. Third at the 50, Ryan Russell, lane 7 at a 29-58. Sarah Truchanik, Ohio State University in lane 3. Takes the Consolation Final heat in a time of 102.76. Now bringing out the championship final heat in women's 100 butterfly. In lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Elizabeth Brochers. 2 for Ohio State University, Kira Summerstad. 3 for Aqua Jets, Emma Kern. 4 for Ohio State University, Catherine Zenick. 5 for Ohio State, Aislinn Walsh. 6 for Club Wolverine, Abigail Ketzla. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Aylin Holder. And an 8 for Aqua Jet Swim Team, Carly Bixby. The championship final heat now in women's 100 fly. Catherine Zenick, lane 4, placed third at the Women's Big Ten Championship this year in the 100-yard butterfly. Walsh in lane 5, placed 10th at the 100 fly at the CSCAA National Invitational Championship. Catherine Zenick, Ohio State University, out front at the 50, 28.00. Ahead of Walsh in lane 5, 28.41. Less than half a length to go now as they come back in this championship final heat of the 100 butterfly. Catherine Zenick, 10021. C final up next in the men's 100 butterfly. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Andrew Robertson. 2 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Devin Dilger. 3 for Carmel, Greg Enoch. 4 for Peoria Area Water Wizards, Joshua Knoll. Lane 5 for Sioux Falls Swim Team, Matthew Sorby. 6 for Elmbrook, Michael Long. 7 for Carmel, Graham Seaver. And 8 for Rochester is Nicholas Wheeler. Out front, Greg Enoch, Carmel Swim Club, lane 3, 27.10, head of Matthew Sorby. Sioux Falls, he turns 27.11, and Michael Long of Elmbrook Swim Club, he was a 27.17 at the 50. Greg Enoch leading the C final all the way. He touches first in lane 3 in a time of 56.74. Here's the Consolation Final in the men's 100 fly. Lane 1, swimming unattached, SSTY, Emilio Perez. 2, swimming unattached, Indy, Bartolome Sweaterski. In 3 for Cardinal Aquatics, Nicholas Safianitis. 4 for Carmel, Aaron Shackle. 5 for Schroeder YMCA, Jackson Lustig. 6 for Cardinal Aquatics, Owen Taylor. 7 for Ohio State University, Jack Burrows. And 8 for Irish Aquatics, Samuel Sierra. Safianitis for Cardinal turning first in lane 3, 25.62. Ahead of Shackle from Carmel in lane 4. Shackle split 25.83. Aaron Shackle leads him back. One more stroke. Reaches, he's on the wall in a time of 55.04. Onto the deck comes the championship final heat of men's 100 butterfly. In lane 1 for Ohio State University, Christopher Paxton. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Jack Franzman. 3 swimming unattached, Indy, Kel York. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Van Matthias. 5 for Club Wolverine, Ben Zabatos. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Finley Brooks. 7 for Club Wolverine, Jared Daigle. And in lane 8 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Stuart Seymour. That is your championship final lineup in the men's 100 butterfly. Lane 3, Kel York placed 8th in the 100-yard fly at this year's Division II championship meet. Lane 4, Van Matthias placed 10th in this event at the International Team Trials recently completed in Greensboro. In lane 5, Ben Sabato, Hungarian swimmer, now competing for Club Wolverine. Van Matthias, Indiana Swim Club out front as he turns in at 24.99 ahead of Finley Brooks. Also Indiana Swim Club, he's 25.52. And third, Kel York from Indy. He was at 25.60 at the 50. Van Matthias is going to take this one as he has a 1.5 body length lead over the field, and his time 53.20. C final in women's 400 IM. Lane 2 for Irish Aquatics, Anika Gunther. 3 for Aquajet Swim Team, Grace Nets. 4 for Carmel, Sabrina Ledwith. Lane 5 for Rochester Swim Club, Ava Gustafson. 6 for Peoria Area Water Wizards, Kaylee Dexter. And then 7 for Sioux Falls Swim Team, Grace Davis. At the end of the butterfly leg, your leader, Anika Gunther in lane 1 for Irish Aquatics, 109.06 ahead of Grace Nets for Aquajet. Lane 3, the 110.28, and third in lane 3 for Carmel, Sabrina Ledwith. She turns at the 100 and a 112.01. Grace Nets in 3, Sabrina Ledwith in 4 as they turn. Ledwith with the edge at the 200, 233.29 ahead of Nets in lane 3, 33.35, and third in lane 2 is Gunther, and she turned in a 236.79. Grace Nets, Aqua Jets here in lane 3, eating up the field here on the breaststroke leg of this 400 IM. Grace turns at the end of the breaststroke in a 4:02.04. Second in lane 5, Ava Gustafson, 4:06.42. Led with third in lane 4, 4:08.75. Grace Nets, Aqua Jets brings it in, finishes off her swim in a time of 5:15.59. And now the Consolation Final heat in women's 400 IM. Lane 1 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Nora Kemp. 2 for Aqua Jets, Ava Allingham. 3 for Ohio State University, Reese Deheen. 4 for Carmel, Lucy Enoch. 5 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Haley Johnson. 6 for Schroeder YMCA, Lillian Zippel. 7 for Carmel Swim Club, Kira Kask. And an 8 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Faith Franton. At the end of the fly, Lucy Enoch, Carmel Swim Club out front in lane 4, 107.60 ahead of Haley Johnson. Lane 5 at a 107.87. Third in lane 7, Kira Casca, Carmel, 108.29. Lucy Enoch, Carmel Swim Club here in lane 4. Halfway through, turns in a 2:27.02 ahead of Zippel. Lane 6 at a 2:29.79. And third, Nora Kemp, Central Iowa Aquatic, lane 1, 2:29.87. On the charge on this breaststroke, lane 6, Lillian Zippel, Schroeder YMCA. Ahead of Enoch now. Over in lane 2, Ava Allingham of Aquajets. Lillian Zippel, lane 6 as she turns now, 3:57.13. Enoch in lane 4, second, turning at a 3:59.14. And Allingham, third in lane 2, 3:59.42. Through the final turn now, Zippel still out front in lane 6. Second, Enoch in lane 4. And third, Haley Johnson in lane 5. Lillian Zippel, Schroeder YMCA, is going to take the Consolation Final heat here in the women's 400 IM at a time of 5:07.58. Here comes the championship final heat now in women's 400 IM. In lane 1 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Olivia Swally. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Alyssa Street. 3 for Cardinal Aquatics, Paige McCormick. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Mackenzie Luce. 5 for Ohio State University, Kira Summerstead. 6 for Ohio State, Josephine Penitz. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Catherine Minnick. And 8 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Molly Warner. The championship final heat of the women's 400 IL. Junior national cut time in the women's 400 IM, 4:57.29. The national cut, 4:53.19. Mackenzie Luce here, lane 4, placed 6th in the 400 IM at the Women's Big 10 this year, and placed 5th in this event at the International Team Trials just a few weeks ago. Kira Summerstead at lane 5, placed 1st in the 400 IM at the CSCAA National Invitational Championships not long ago. Who's leading at the end of the fly? It's Mackenzie Luce, Indiana Swim Club in lane 4. She turns to 105.61 ahead of Summerstead in lane 5 at an 05.62. Third, Olivia Swally of Central Iowa Aquatics in lane 1, 105.64. Mackenzie's still out front at the end of the backstroke. She sets up her turn. Has a split 220.73 ahead of Summerstead in lane 5, 222.03. And third in lane 1, Olivia Swally. She turns in a 223.82. Kenzie Luce with a big lead here at the end of the breaststroke as she turns in a 341.21. Somerset still in second position, lane 5, 348.31. Swally third in out of lane 1, 348.36. And fourth, Josephine Penitz of Ohio State University in lane 6, 350.61. Mackenzie Luce, Indiana Swim Club, finishes off her 400 IM this evening in a time of 448.17. Heading into the men's 400 IM C final. Lane 2 for Rochester Swim Club, Thompson Parlett. 3 for Carmel, Emil Haig. 4 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Reed Wallace. 5 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Cameron Frazier. 6 for Sioux Falls Swim Club, William Stanton. And 7 for Utica Shelby, Carson Ricker. Cameron Frazier, Westerville Aquatic at the end of the fly, 102.46. Had a Reed Wallace, Central Iowa Aquatics in lane 4, 104.68. Thompson Parlett, Rochester Swim Club, third in lane 2, 104.90. Reed turning at the 100, 218.12 ahead of Frazier in lane 5, 218.96. And Emil Haig of Carmel Swim Club, third in lane 3, 221.70 as they head into the breaststroke. Cameron Frazier turns at the end of the breaststroke, 337.05. And he is out ahead of Reed Wallace in lane 4, 334.74. Emil Haig third in lane 3 still, 347.62. Cameron Frazier, Westerville Aquatic Club in lane 5, brings it down here. He's going to take the C final heat in a time of 4:43.93. Consolation final in men's 400 IM. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Owen Conley. 2 for Aqua Jets, Adam McFall. 3 for Ohio State, Carl Helmuth. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Mason Carlton. Lane 5 for Cardinal Aquatics, John Bossler. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Lucas Pinte. 7 for Ohio State University, William Regan. And an 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Connor Lathrop. Owen Conley leading at the end of the fly. Lane 1, 101.43. Head of John Bossler from Cardinal. Lane 5, 102.08. Third, Lucas Pinte, Indiana Swim Club. Lane 6, 102.34. Owen Conley, Ohio State University, lane 1 with a steady backstroke there. He turns 2:13.02 ahead of Mason Carlton, Indiana Swim Club in lane 4, 2:15.05. And third in lane 6, Lucas Punte of Indiana Swim Club, 2:15.88. On the breaststroke, Carl Helmuth, Ohio State University, takes charge here of the Consolation Final heat. Big stretch on that breaststroke as he turns here at the 300, 332.56 ahead of Owen Conley. Lane 1, 334.99. And third is Lucas Pinte of Indiana Swim Club, lane 6 at a 336.18. Race down here to the finish, this consolation final with half a length to go. Carl Hellmuth, Ohio State University in 3, trying to close the gap. Owen Conley with a big kick. His teammate, Conley, puts his head down and touching first. Owen Conley does take the consolation final heat out of lane 1 in a time of 4:36.25. 300ths of a second faster than his teammate. And now, here comes the consolation final heat of the men's 400 IM. Here's how to line up for this one. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, William Bensberg. 2 swimming unattached, EBSC, Lance Johnson. 3 for Ohio State University, Nathan Hulte. 4 swimming unattached, Michigan, Connor Hunt. Lane 5 for Club Wolverine, Ansel Frace. 6 for Ohio State University, Jonathan Edwards. 7 for Ohio State, Michael Cooper. And in lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Jackson Carlisle. The championship final heat of the men's 400 IM. Junior national cut time in the men's 400 IM, 4:33.09. The national cut, 4:26.89. Nathan Hulte in lane 3 placed 5th in the 400 IM at the CSCAA National Invitational Championships this March. Lane 4, Connor Hunt, he placed 12th in the 400 IM at the men's Big Ten Championship in February. And in lane 5, Ansel Frace placed 7th in the 200 IM at the 2021 Speedo Summer Championship East Meet. So a strong field here in our championship final heat, our final heat of the day here. Men's 400 IM at the Indy Spring Cup. Connor Hunt out front at the 100, 58.68, ahead of Lance Johnson. Lane 2 at a 59.97 and third in lane 6. Jonathan Edwards of Ohio State University, 1:00.64. Connor Hunt leading the way here at the end of the backstroke. 2:09.45 is split at the 200. Johnson split out of lane 2, 2:11.55. And third, Michael Cooper, Ohio State University in lane 7, 2:12.42. Connor Hunt, Unattached Michigan, lane 4. But on the charge here in the breaststroke, over in lane 2, Lance Johnson. And in lane 5, Ansel Frace of Club Wolverine closing the gap on Hunt. Hunt turns at a 3:26.25 ahead of Frace in lane 5, 3:28.67. And third, Lance Johnson in lane 2, 3:29.45. Hunt turns at the far end, 3:56.99. Nathan Hulte now into third position in lane 3. As they're charging down here to the finish. 15 meters to go for Connor Hunt. Connor Hunt puts up a time, 4:26.27. Frace into the wall, second in lane 5, 4:30.81. Hulte third in lane 3, 4:31.64. And everybody into the wall now. That finishes off day 2 of the Indy Spring Cup here. Great fast day. Thanks to our timers and to our officials, everybody that helped out today. The time now is 7:24. The natatorium will remain open for cool down and or a workout until 8:24 this evening. And we'll shut it down till warm up tomorrow morning.